I don't think people should care what the media thinks about them. They're terrible judges of character.
Free speech is meaningless unless you allow people you don't like to say things you don't like. At the point at which you lose free speech, it doesn't come back.
In a shocking twist that has left the tech world buzzing, Elon Musk has just made an announcement that no one saw coming. I am officially buying YouTube.
Find something that's meaningful to you, that where you believe you're doing something good for the world.
Well, who's to say that something is misinformation? Who's the arbiter of that?
That's right.
And I'm hungry
the
in the
billionaire
beach.
entrepreneur known for his audacious moves with Tesla, SpaceX, and more recently, Twitter, now X, is set to acquire the world's largest video sharing platform.
Some of these conspiracy theories have turned out to be true. That was a pretty big deal. There was Twitter and others engaged in active suppression of information that was relevant to the public.
What does this mean for the future of YouTube? How will this acquisition reshape the digital landscape, content creation, and the way we consume media? The world knows Elon Musk as a revolutionary entrepreneur, a visionary constantly pushing the boundaries of technology and business. He has built electric cars that challenge the automotive industry, launched rockets into space, and even promised to colonize Mars. Now it seems Elon Musk has set his sights on a new frontier, YouTube. Yes, you heard that right. Rumor has it that Elon Musk is interested in buying the world's most popular video sharing platform. But what could possibly be behind this unexpected move? Why would Musk want to acquire YouTube, and what changes might he have in mind? Today, we'll explore the intriguing reasons behind Elon Musk's interest in YouTube, how it aligns with his larger goals, and what it could mean for creators, users, and the entire internet landscape. Chapter 1. The Power of YouTube. To understand why Elon Musk might be interested in buying YouTube, we need to first understand the platform's immense power and influence. YouTube is the second most visited website in the world, after Google, which also happens to own YouTube. Every month, over 2 billion logged-in users visit the site, consuming over 1 billion hours of video every day. It is a platform that has revolutionized content creation, democratized media, and given a voice to millions of creators worldwide. From vloggers and gamers to musicians and educators, YouTube has become the go-to destination for anyone with a story to tell or knowledge to share. But beyond its vast audience and diverse content, YouTube is also a colossal revenue-generating machine. In 2022 alone, YouTube's advertising revenue was reported to be around $28 billion. This makes it not only a cultural powerhouse, but also an incredibly profitable one. For someone like Elon Musk, who is always looking for the next big opportunity, YouTube's blend of massive reach, cultural significance, and profitability could be too tempting to ignore. Chapter 2. Why would Elon Musk want YouTube? So why exactly would Elon Musk want to buy YouTube? There are several possible reasons that align with Musk's known business philosophy and goals. First and foremost, Musk has always been a proponent of open communication and free expression. Recently, we've seen him advocating for more transparent and less restrictive social media platforms. For instance, his involvement with Twitter, whether through critical commentary or actual investment, has always been about promoting what he perceives as freedom of speech. Acquiring YouTube could provide Musk with the ultimate platform to further his vision of an open and less censored internet, ensuring that a diverse range of voices is heard. Secondly, Musk has demonstrated a keen interest in digital innovation. Tesla and SpaceX both leverage cutting-edge technology, and his ventures like Neuralink and the Boring Company indicate a forward-thinking approach. YouTube, with its reliance on algorithms, artificial intelligence, and data analytics, would be a perfect addition to his portfolio of companies pushing technological boundaries. It could provide him with a massive testing ground to integrate AI-driven enhancements or even merge it with other technological advancements like those at Neuralink. Third, Musk's focus on sustainability and green energy might also play a role in his interest in YouTube. While this may seem like an unlikely connection, remember that the internet and digital infrastructures are increasingly recognized for their substantial energy consumption. If Musk could make YouTube greener, perhaps by integrating it into his solar energy network or leveraging SpaceX's satellite technology to make its data delivery more efficient, it could be a game changer for digital sustainability.
Wow.
Additionally, Musk might see this acquisition as an opportunity to foster and accelerate the development of creative content focused on science, space, and technology. Musk is a well-known advocate for education and science. He could use YouTube to amplify content that aligns with his vision, nurturing a new generation of engineers, space enthusiasts, and innovators. Finally, there's the business angle. Buying YouTube could provide Musk with a steady and substantial revenue stream that complements his more speculative ventures. SpaceX, Tesla, and Neuralink all involve high levels of risk and long-term planning. YouTube, with its established and growing user base, could provide immediate and predictable cash flow, balancing out his portfolio and funding his more ambitious goals like reaching Mars. Chapter 3. How would Musk change YouTube? If Musk were to buy YouTube, how might he change it? Given his track record, we can expect some radical and potentially controversial shifts. Firstly, Musk would likely address issues around content moderation. Over the years, YouTube has faced criticism for both over-regulating and under-regulating content. Some creators and viewers have complained about demonetization, shadow banning, and unclear community guidelines. On the other hand, others have expressed concerns about misinformation, hate speech, and harmful content. Musk, who
How good is that? Good thought. I'm finally starting my first shift today.
That's nice. قبل ما شفت ولا كنت بتكلم معاه؟
My phone lagged up, bro. It took me to a whole different server.
Your phone lagged and it took you to a whole different server.
Yeah. I was gonna come back and I'm finally gone.
تعرف انه انا كنت قاعد اتكلم مع نفسي زي لمدة يمكن 5 دقائق تقريبا لحد ما اكتشفت انه انت ما قاعدة.
Oh my god, say wallah. I'm so
والله.
sorry, wallah. Sorry.
That's fair.
I'm sorry.
دقيقة شو عندي واحد في الباب.
Wait, I'll be back.
البطانية ده حقتها.
امشي جيب عفشك عشان نشغل
ما
لايف.
تشوف الشغل ده ما يمشي ها.
ما تشوف الشغل ده ما يمشي يا زلمه ما احرق. امشي جيب
كم نفرسي
واحد. امشي جيب هنا
الواحد ده المفروض تكرمه هذا بعيد لا يستاهل التكريم.
عادي جدا ممكن يكون شغالين في تلفزيون يا مان في حته هسه تعرف.
والله المفروض نفتح لنا قناة ذاته هنا لكن تقول شنو
في اليوتيوب صح؟ والله المفروض يا اخي.
قناة ونتعرس
كلمتك
بالشكل ده عارف.
كلمتك قلت لك يا مان حاجه زي دي ما تكون ظابطه. اصل التويتش حقه شنو؟ مش التيك توك حقه شنو؟
هسه انا بقيت في التيك توك معروف كيف؟ معروف بيك انت ولا كيف؟ بعد ما يجاروني يقولوا لها وين صاحبك ده برضه قاعد يسوي شنو كذا يعني عرفها.
ما احنا كمان نعمل لنا قناه مشتركه
شغالين كده. قلت لهم لا يا جماعه بالنيه والله ما فكر. امبارح قلت ماشي معانا ناس الجماعه مع ناس سودا
يا زول.
لو تعرفتوا
عرفتوا عرفته.
ما نبالي.
لاقاني في تويتش يا مان، جاني في تويتش زول اصلا. كنت قاعد العب كول اوف ديوتي.
علي كم برضو علي بنات كده برضو ما بيلعبوا كول اوف ديوتي والكلام وتفوت بتنفع مع اطفال بتنفع معايا كمان انجليزي فل
قول لهم تعال ديسكورد طوالي.
امبارح قلت يا جماعه جدعوا فيني بالانجليزي كده قلت له لكن وقت خالتيك بيجي يا جماعه انت يا جماعه ذات نحن بنستانس ذات زول قاعد في شيكاغو ما بعرف انجليزي
الكلام ده كيف يا اخي؟
انا 3 شهور ولا 4 شهور يا جماعه بتعلم انجليزي طوالي كده ها
منطقي
انا ما
برضه.
اقدر اخليكم تضحكوا فيني لكن انا هذا بدأت فينا الاي اي بي سي دي اف جي بعدها بدأت
بيبي ستيبس يا دوب لسه بيبي ستيبس يا مان. ظبط حجرك وجيبه يا مان، انا نفتح لنا لايف في التيك توك. شباب اوكي بعد شو
Who advocates for a free speech platform might relax some of the content restrictions, allowing for a broader range of discourse. This could mean fewer videos being demonetized and more transparency about
If you survive a bombing, then you either end up wounded,
Freedom
having
folks,
to
man.
go through a limb amputation,
what is and isn't allowed. However, this could also bring challenges. Allowing more freedom of expression might lead to the proliferation of problematic content, which could impact YouTube's reputation and appeal to advertisers. Musk would need to balance his ideals with the practical need to maintain YouTube's role as a safe and welcoming platform for a diverse audience. Second, Musk might push for greater integration of YouTube with other technologies. Imagine watching a SpaceX launch live on YouTube and then being able to immediately interact with the spacecraft's real-time telemetry data, or having Tesla cars stream YouTube videos seamlessly, or even accessing unique content through Neuralink-enabled devices. The possibilities are endless when you think about the potential synergies between Musk's various ventures and the YouTube platform. Third, we might see a focus on monetization and cryptocurrency. Musk has been a vocal supporter of digital currencies like Bitcoin and Dogecoin. He might introduce new ways for creators to earn money, perhaps allowing them to accept payments in cryptocurrencies or rewarding them with digital tokens based on their engagement metrics. This could fundamentally change how creators monetize their content, providing them with more flexibility and financial autonomy. Fourth, we could see a push towards making YouTube greener. As mentioned earlier, the tech industry has a growing energy consumption problem. YouTube's data centers consume vast amounts of electricity. Musk could use this as an opportunity to showcase his renewable energy solutions. Imagine YouTube running on solar power generated by Tesla's solar roof or SpaceX's Starlink satellites, delivering content more efficiently. This could position YouTube as a leader in sustainable tech and differentiate it from competitors like Vimeo or TikTok.
What the fuck is Vimeo?
Chapter 4. What challenges would Musk face in acquiring YouTube? But of course, acquiring YouTube wouldn't be a walk in the park, even for someone as resourceful as Elon Musk. There are numerous challenges he would need to overcome. Firstly, there is the question of cost. YouTube is an enormously valuable asset, and even Musk's vast wealth might be stretched thin. Alphabet, Google's parent company, would likely demand a hefty price, possibly upwards of several $100 billion. Even for the richest man in the world, that's a significant investment. Musk might need to raise funds by selling shares in his other companies, issuing new stock, or partnering with other investors. Then there are the regulatory hurdles. Acquiring YouTube would attract intense scrutiny from regulators worldwide. Governments and antitrust bodies would closely examine the deal to ensure it doesn't create a monopoly or stifle competition. This could result in lengthy legal battles and significant concessions, such as divesting parts of the company or agreeing to certain operational restrictions. Furthermore, Musk would need to win over YouTube's current stakeholders, its employees, advertisers, creators, and viewers. Many of them might be wary of a Musk takeover. YouTube's workforce, accustomed to the stability and culture of Google, might resist the entrepreneurial and often unpredictable style of Musk. Advertisers might fear changes to content moderation policies and creators could be concerned about monetization changes. Musk would need to carefully navigate these relationships to ensure a smooth transition and avoid alienating the community that makes YouTube successful. Lastly, there is the challenge of managing a media platform. Unlike his previous ventures in technology, transportation, and energy, YouTube is primarily a content-driven platform. Managing a media company requires a different skill set, involving complex decisions about content moderation, copyright issues, and community engagement. While Musk has shown himself to be a fast learner, this would certainly be a new and complex challenge for him. Chapter 5. The broader implications of Musk buying YouTube. So what would be the broader implications of Musk buying YouTube? How could this affect the digital landscape, media consumption, and society at large? First, it could spark a wave of consolidation and competition in the tech world. If Musk were to acquire YouTube, other tech giants might respond by making acquisitions of their own. We could see Facebook doubling down on Instagram and WhatsApp, or Amazon investing more in Twitch. This might lead to a new era of competition and innovation in the digital media space. Second, it could lead to a shift in the balance of power between platforms and creators. If Musk implements new monetization strategies or introduces cryptocurrency payments, it could empower creators by giving them more control over how they earn money. This might encourage other platforms to follow suit, leading to a more creator-friendly ecosystem. Third, Musk's ownership could drive changes in content policy and moderation. As mentioned earlier, Musk is a strong advocate for freedom of speech, and he might relax some of YouTube's content restrictions. This could result in a wider variety of content and more open discourse, but it could also lead to challenges around misinformation, hate speech, and harmful content. The balance between free expression and community safety could become a major point of debate and controversy. Finally, if Musk integrates YouTube with his other ventures, we could see new forms of content and engagement that were previously unimaginable. We might watch videos while interacting with Tesla's AI, or experience SpaceX launches in augmented reality. The convergence of different technologies could create new types of media experiences and transform how we consume content. If Elon Musk were to acquire YouTube, it's almost certain that he would look for ways to revolutionize its business model. Currently, YouTube's primary source of revenue is advertising. This model has worked well, generating billions of dollars annually. However, it's also a model that has faced criticism from both creators and viewers alike. Advertisers have a significant influence over which videos are promoted or demonetized, which can lead to frustration among content creators who feel that their income is subject to the whims of opaque algorithms and corporate policies. Elon Musk might envision a different kind of monetization strategy. One possibility could involve reducing the platform's reliance on traditional advertising in favor of more direct creator-to-consumer transactions. For instance, Musk could introduce a system where viewers can directly support creators through microtransactions, tips, or even subscriptions, much like platforms such as Patreon. Given Musk's interest in cryptocurrencies, he might even facilitate payments in digital currencies like Bitcoin or Dogecoin, further empowering creators to monetize their content without needing to cater to advertisers. Another potential shift could be towards exclusive content models. Musk might explore the idea of content tiers, where certain videos or series are only accessible to paying subscribers. Imagine a model similar to Netflix or Amazon Prime, but integrated within the YouTube ecosystem. This could encourage high-quality, long-form content akin to what we see on premium streaming services today, but with the unique interactive and community-driven features that YouTube offers. Musk could also take inspiration from his work with Tesla and SpaceX, where he has implemented a direct-to-consumer model, bypassing traditional dealerships or middlemen. In the context of YouTube, this could mean enabling creators to engage more directly with their audiences without platform-imposed constraints. Imagine a YouTube where creators can sell merchandise, offer paid courses, or host virtual meet and greet sessions, all within the YouTube platform itself. Such innovations would not only generate new revenue streams, but could also deepen viewer engagement and loyalty. Chapter 7: Reinventing Content Discovery and Recommendation. Another area where Musk could have a significant impact is YouTube's content discovery and recommendation algorithms. Currently, YouTube uses complex AI algorithms to suggest videos to users based on their viewing habits, preferences, and engagement metrics. While these algorithms have been effective in keeping users on the platform, they have also been criticized for creating echo chambers, promoting sensational or misleading content, and not providing enough transparency on how they operate. Musk, with his background in artificial intelligence through ventures like Tesla's self-driving car technology, might see an opportunity to overhaul this system. He could introduce a more transparent and user-centric approach to content recommendations. This might involve giving users more control over what types of content they see, rather than solely relying on AI predictions. For example, viewers could customize their feed based on specific topics, creators, or even types of content they prefer, such as educational videos, documentaries, or live streams. Musk might also integrate new technologies to enhance content discovery. Imagine using advanced neural networks or quantum computing algorithms to provide even more precise and personalized recommendations. Alternatively, he could introduce new interfaces for content discovery, such as virtual reality, VR, or augmented reality, AR. Experiences that allow users to browse videos in a virtual space or explore interactive content in a more immersive way. This could significantly change how users engage with the platform, making it more dynamic and interactive. Moreover, Musk could explore using blockchain technology to create a decentralized content recommendation system. In this model, instead of relying on a single centralized algorithm, recommendations could be powered by a network of users who collectively decide what content gets promoted. This could potentially democratize content discovery, allowing smaller creators to gain visibility based on the community's interests rather than being overshadowed by the platform's algorithmic biases. Chapter 8: Reinventing Creator-Platform Relationships. One of the most significant changes that Musk could bring to YouTube would be in the relationship between creators and the platform. Currently, this relationship can often feel adversarial. Creators frequently express frustration over demonetization, unclear guidelines, and abrupt policy changes. Musk, with his track record of fostering innovation and rewarding talent, could approach this relationship differently. First, he might seek to create a more transparent and predictable environment for creators. This could involve clearer guidelines around content moderation, demonetization, and copyright issues. Musk could implement a system where creators have more visibility into how their videos are performing and why certain decisions, like demonetization or removal, are made. This transparency could help build trust between YouTube and its content creators, fostering a more collaborative ecosystem. Musk might also introduce new forms of support for creators, particularly those focusing on niche or underrepresented content. For example, he could launch grant programs or partnerships to support creators who are producing educational, scientific, or socially impactful content, areas that align with his broader goals of advancing knowledge and promoting innovation. This could help diversify YouTube's content landscape, making it less dominated by sensational or mainstream topics. Furthermore, Musk could experiment with new monetization models that provide creators with more financial stability. Instead of relying solely on ad revenue, he might introduce revenue-sharing models where creators can earn a percentage of YouTube's overall profits based on their contributions to the platform's growth. Alternatively, he could explore creating a fund that directly compensates creators who produce high-quality content, similar to the way some streaming platforms pay for exclusive rights to shows or movies. Another significant change could be giving creators more ownership over their content. Currently, many creators feel that platforms like YouTube control too much of their intellectual property and data. Musk, who has a history of open-sourcing technology and advocating for greater user control, might push for policies that give creators more rights over their videos, data, and brand. This could include allowing creators to easily move their content to other platforms, export their subscriber lists, or even sell their videos as NFTs, non-fungible tokens, giving them more flexibility and potential revenue opportunities. Chapter 9. Enhancing User Experience and Engagement. Elon Musk is known for his focus on user experience, whether it's making electric vehicles fun and intuitive to drive or designing rockets that look straight out of a science fiction movie. If he were to buy YouTube, we could expect a similar emphasis on enhancing user experience and engagement. One of the areas Musk could focus on is reducing the friction that users often experience when navigating YouTube. Currently, the platform can feel overwhelming due to the sheer volume of content and the complex way it is organized. Musk might simplify the user interface, making it more intuitive and easier to find the content users want. He could also introduce new features like voice commands, AI-assisted search, or even AR/VR integration to make navigating YouTube more engaging and user-friendly. Musk might also look into improving the way users interact with content. For example, he could introduce more interactive elements such as live polls, augmented reality experiences, or 360-degree videos that allow viewers to explore scenes in real time. This could create a more dynamic and immersive viewing experience, encouraging users to spend more time on the platform. Another potential area for innovation is social integration. YouTube, unlike other social media platforms, doesn't have a strong emphasis on community building. Musk could change that by introducing features that encourage more social interaction, such as group video watching sessions, enhanced commenting systems, or real-time collaboration tools for creators. He could also integrate YouTube more closely with other social media platforms, allowing for seamless sharing and cross-platform engagement. Moreover, Musk could leverage his expertise in AI to create smarter content moderation systems. Currently, YouTube relies heavily on automated systems to detect and remove inappropriate content, but these systems are far from perfect. Musk could deploy more advanced AI models, capable of understanding context better and distinguishing between harmful content and satire, education, or commentary. This could help reduce false positives and negatives, creating a safer and more fair environment for both creators and viewers. Chapter 10. YouTube's Potential Role in Musk's Broader Vision. To understand why Elon Musk might want to buy YouTube, it's essential to consider how it could fit into his broader vision for humanity. Musk has often spoken about his desire to make human life multiplanetary, accelerate the transition to renewable energy, and enhance human cognition and health through advanced technologies like brain-machine interfaces. One way YouTube could fit into this vision is as a platform for education and knowledge dissemination. Musk is a strong advocate for education, as evidenced by his founding of Ad Astra, a school that focuses on science, math, and critical thinking. He might view YouTube as a powerful tool for democratizing education, making high-quality, free content accessible to people around the world. He could encourage more scientific content, host online lectures by leading experts, or even launch new educational initiatives through the platform, reaching millions more people than traditional educational methods. Musk could also use YouTube to advance his other goals, such as promoting electric vehicles or space exploration. Imagine dedicated channels that provide real-time updates from SpaceX missions, exclusive behind-the-scenes looks at Tesla's latest developments, or live Q&A sessions with engineers and scientists working on groundbreaking technologies. This would not only generate excitement around his companies, but also foster a deeper public understanding of the technologies that are shaping our future. Additionally, Musk could leverage YouTube to promote environmental awareness and sustainability. Given YouTube's vast reach, it could become a platform for sharing content on climate change, renewable energy, and sustainable living practices. Musk could partner with creators who focus on these topics, providing them with resources and incentives to produce high-quality, engaging content that raises awareness and inspires action on critical global issues. Chapter 11. The Global Impact of a Musk-Owned YouTube. If Musk were to acquire YouTube, the impact would not be confined to just the United States. YouTube is a global platform with users all over the world, and any changes Musk implements would have far-reaching consequences. In regions where internet access is still growing, Musk's ownership of YouTube could coincide with efforts to expand internet access through his other venture, Starlink. By providing affordable, high-speed internet to underserved areas, Musk could potentially bring millions of new users onto the platform. This would not only expand YouTube's reach, but also open up new opportunities for content creation and consumption in diverse regions. Musk might also push for greater localization of content. Currently, YouTube's content is heavily skewed towards English-speaking audiences, with limited support for content in other languages or from other cultural perspectives. Musk could invest in creating tools and resources to support multilingual content creation, translation, and distribution, making YouTube a more inclusive platform that better represents the world's diversity. Furthermore, Musk's global ambitions could lead to changes in how YouTube operates in countries with strict content regulations or censorship laws. As an advocate for free speech and transparency, Musk might challenge existing norms, advocating for greater freedom of expression on the platform. This could put him at odds with governments around the world, potentially leading to legal battles or even the platform being banned in certain countries. However, Musk's determination to uphold his principles could also lead to positive changes, encouraging more open and democratic access to information in regions where it is currently restricted. Chapter 12: Final Thoughts and Speculation. While the idea of Elon Musk buying YouTube is still speculative, it's clear that such a move would have profound implications. Musk is not just a businessman, he is a visionary who thinks on a grand scale, and his potential acquisition of YouTube would likely reflect that. Whether it's through fostering innovation, promoting transparency, or challenging the status quo, Musk's influence on YouTube could reshape the platform and perhaps the internet itself in ways we can only begin to imagine. Of course, with great power comes great responsibility, and Musk would have to navigate a complex landscape of stakeholders, regulators, and users. His every move would be scrutinized, and his decisions could have far-reaching consequences for the future of online content, free expression, and digital media. Would YouTube under Musk's leadership become a utopia of open information and innovation, or would it face new challenges and controversies? Only time will tell. What is certain, however, is that if Elon Musk does decide to buy YouTube, it will be one of the most significant tech stories of our time, one that could change the way we connect, communicate, and create in the digital age. Elon Musk's potential interest in buying YouTube is a story that captures the imagination. It brings together the world's most influential entrepreneur and the most powerful video sharing platform. While the idea is still speculative, the reasons behind it are compelling, and the implications could be profound. Whether it's fostering free expression, integrating cutting-edge technology, promoting sustainability, or reshaping the creator economy, Musk's ownership of YouTube could redefine the future of digital media. Yet, as with any major acquisition, there would be significant challenges and risks involved. From regulatory scrutiny to stakeholder resistance, the path to acquiring YouTube would be far from easy. But if there's one thing we know about Elon Musk, it's that he loves a challenge. And if he does decide to pursue this audacious goal, the world will be watching closely to see how he plans to change everything once again. In the end, whether Musk buys YouTube or not, his interest in the platform underscores the growing importance of digital media in our lives. It reminds us that the internet is constantly evolving, shaped by the visionaries and innovators who dare to dream big. And in this rapidly changing world, one thing is certain. Whatever Musk does next, it will be something that none of us could have predicted.
I think the danger of AI is much greater than the danger of nuclear warheads by a lot. mark my words, AI is far more dangerous than nukes. Far. So why do we have no regulatory oversight?
It's just outside of human control. It's going to be very tempting to use AI as a weapon. It's going to be very tempting. In fact, it will be used as a weapon. The danger is humans using it against each other, I think, most likely. That'll be the danger.
A Neuralink device is kind of like a Fitbit or an Apple Watch. We take out a small section of skull about the size of a quarter, replace that with tiny wires, very, very tiny wires. We have aspirationally do the first human implant this year. One of the biggest risks, it could be the biggest risk, I think we need to watch out about population collapse. This is somewhat counterintuitive to most people. They think that, well, there's so many humans, maybe too many humans, but that's just because they live in a city.
That's facts. Earth is not
I'm
small,
a fourth
bro.
year
It's just
medical
'cause
student.
everybody wanna-
I should be studying at
place.
Elon Musk is known for his outspoken
everybody wanna be
views
in
on a
New York.
variety of topics, but none perhaps are as urgent and provocative as his warnings about the potential dangers of artificial intelligence, AI. In a series of discussions and interviews, Musk has continually emphasized the risks associated with rapid AI advancements and the need for stringent oversight and regulation. One of Musk's primary concerns is the rapid pace at which AI is advancing. He has noted that AI has been evolving quickly and that tools like ChatGPT have made these advancements accessible and visible to the general public. However, this accessibility also brings to light the potential risks as these technologies become more integrated into everyday life.
On a more sort of near-term time frame, I think artificial intelligence is something we need to be quite concerned about and really be attentive to the safety of AI. You mentioned ChatGPT earlier. I played a significant role in the creation of. You mentioned ChatGPT earlier. I played a significant role in the creation of OpenAI. Essentially, at the time, I was concerned that Google was not paying enough attention to AI safety, and so I, with a number of other people, created OpenAI. And although initially it was created as an open source nonprofit, and now it is closed source and for profit. But I don't have any stake in OpenAI anymore, nor am I on the board, nor do I control it in any way. But the ChatGPT, I think, has illustrated to people just how advanced AI has become. Because the AI has been advanced for a while, it just didn't have a user interface that was accessible to most people. So what really ChatGPT has done is just put an accessible user interface on AI technology that has been present for a few years. And there are much more advanced versions of that are coming out. So I think we need to really we need to regulate AI safety, frankly.
Musk compares the current state of AI to the early days of the automobile industry, where safety measures like seatbelts and airbags were initially resisted by manufacturers, but eventually mandated by regulators. He believes that similar regulatory oversight is essential for AI to prevent catastrophic outcomes. Without such measures, the reaction to any negative consequences could be too slow, leading to potentially irreversible damage.
The cars were unregulated at the beginning, aircraft were unregulated, but they had lots of airplane crashes, and in some cases manufacturers that were cutting corners, and a lot of people were dying. So the public was not happy about that, and so they established a regulatory authority to improve safety, and now commercial airliners are extremely safe. In fact, they're safer than if you were to drive somewhere.
the safety per mile of a commercial airliner is better than a car. And cars are also extremely safe compared to where they used to be. But if you look at, say, the introduction of seatbelts, the auto industry fought the introduction of seatbelts as a safety measure for, I think, 10 or 15 years before finally the regulators made them put seatbelts in cars. And that greatly improved the safety of cars. And that airbags were another big improvement in safety. So my concern is that with AI, if there's something bad, if something goes wrong, the reaction might be too slow from a regulatory standpoint.
Musk has been vocal about the need for a regulatory body to oversee AI safety. He argues that just as there are agencies dedicated to ensuring the safety of pharmaceuticals, food and transportation, there should be a dedicated agency for AI. The potential risks posed by AI, especially as it approaches or surpasses human intelligence, necessitate proactive measures to ensure it develops in a way that is beneficial to humanity.
Well, I've said for a long time I think AI safety is a really big deal. And we should have some regulatory agency that is overseeing AI safety. But there is not yet currently any such thing. And just generally any kind of regulatory agency done by the government usually takes years to put in place. After the population collapse issue, I think AI safety is probably the second biggest threat to the future of civilization. Like I said, I'm not quite sure what to do with it. Tesla is arguably the world's biggest robot maker because we have basically semi-autonomous cars that will ultimately be fully autonomous. And we are building a humanoid robot that will be basically like the car but with legs. And I kind of held off on doing that for a while because I certainly don't want to hasten the AI apocalypse. But clearly, if you look at Boston Dynamics and like those humanoid robots are going to happen. So they're either going to happen with or without Tesla. So it's like Tesla got a little bit more, a lot more ability to ensure robotics safety and AI. And I will try my best to do that.
The creation of OpenAI, in which Musk played a significant role, was initially driven by his concerns about AI safety. He and others believed that AI development needed to be transparent and focused on positive outcomes. However, Musk has since distanced himself from OpenAI, citing its transition from a non-profit to a for-profit model and his lack of control over its direction.
Essentially, at the time, I was concerned that Google was not paying enough attention to AI safety. And so I, with a number of other people, created OpenAI. And although initially it was created as an open source nonprofit, and now it is closed source and for profit, I don't have any stake in OpenAI anymore, nor am I on the board, nor do I control it in any way. But the ChatGPT, I think, has illustrated to people just how advanced AI has become. Because the AI has been advanced for a while, it just didn't have a user interface that was accessible to most people. So what really ChatGPT has done is just put an accessible user interface on AI technology that has been present for a few years. And there are much more advanced versions of that are coming out. So I think we need to really I think we need to regulate AI safety, frankly.
Musk's warnings about AI are not limited to its potential to surpass human intelligence. He also highlights the risk of AI being used as a weapon, either by rogue states or individuals. The temptation to use AI for military or strategic advantage is significant, and Musk believes that this could lead to dangerously unpredictable outcomes.
So you used to have more hope, and you gave up some of it, and now you don't worry as much about AI. You're like, this is just what it is.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes, yes. Yes, but no, it's not necessarily bad. It's definitely going to be outside of human control.
Not necessarily bad, right?
Yeah, it's not necessarily bad. It's just outside of human control. Now, the thing that's going to be tricky here is that it's going to be very tempting to use AI as a weapon. It's going to be very tempting. In fact, it will be used as a weapon. So the on-ramp to serious AI, the danger is going to be more humans using it against each other, I think.
بيتكلم عن واحد اسمه إيلون ماسك، بليونير واحد داير يشتري يوتيوب، داير يشتري المنصة بتاعت يوتيوب، وشنو حيكون التعديلات اللي ممكن يعملها عليها، شنو ممكن يكون مستقبل المنصة بتاعت يوتيوب، شنو الحاجات اللي ممكن تمشي يمين وشنو الحاجات اللي ممكن تمشي شمال، حاجات زي دي عرفتها؟ وبتكلم عن التاريخ بتاع الزول ده اللي هو إيلون ماسك والحاجات اللي عملها قبل كده من وكالة فضاء لصناعة سيارات بتاعت تسلا إنه اشترى تويتر قبل كده وعمل الحاجات اللي عملها في تويتر. يعني قاعد يتكلم عن التاريخ الإنجازات اللي عملها وشنو ممكن من لما نشوف الحاجات اللي عملها شنو كيف ممكن نتوقعه يسوي شنو في يوتيوب أو شنو الحاجات اللي ممكن يسويها في المنصة بتاعت يوتيوب.
Most likely, that'll be the danger. I try to convince people to slow down AI, to regulate AI. This was futile. I tried for years.
This seems like a scene in a movie.
Nobody listened.
The robots.
ياباني؟ ما ياباني، أمريكي. أمريكي أتوقع من ولاية أوهايو ولا ما أعرف تكساس or like some random shit.
To fucking take over, you're freaking me out. Nobody listened.
Nobody listened.
No one. Are people more inclined to listen today? It seems like an issue that's brought up more often over the last few years than it was maybe 5-10 years ago. It seemed like science fiction.
Maybe they will. So far they haven't. I think people don't like normally the way that regulations work is very slow indeed. Usually there'll be some new technology will cause damage or death. There will be an outcry. There will be an investigation. Years will pass. There will be some sort of insight committee. There will be rulemaking. Then there will be oversight, eventually regulations. This all takes many years. This is the normal course of things.
Furthermore, Musk discusses the concept of artificial general intelligence, AGI, or digital superintelligence, which he describes as AI that can outperform humans in every way. The development of AGI could lead to a future where AI operates independently of human control, pursuing goals that may not align with human values or interests. This decoupling from collective human will is a scenario that Musk finds particularly alarming.
Artificial general intelligence or digital superintelligence decouples from a collective human will and goes in a direction that for some reason we don't like, of whatever direction it might go. That's what sort of the idea behind Neuralink is, to try to more tightly couple collective human will to digital superintelligence, and also along the way solve a lot of brain injuries and spinal injuries and that kind of thing. Even if it doesn't succeed in the greater goal, I think it will succeed in the goal of alleviating brain and spine damage.
So the spirit there is that if we're going to make these AIs that are so vastly intelligent, we ought to be wired directly to them, so that we ourselves can have those superpowers more directly. But that doesn't seem to avoid the risk that those superpowers might turn ugly in an unintended way.
No, I think it's a risk. I agree. I'm not saying that I have some a certain answer to that risk. I'm just saying, like, maybe one of the things that would be good for ensuring that the future is one that we want is to more tightly couple the human will, collective human will, to digital intelligence.
One of Musk's proposed solutions to mitigate the risks of AI is Neuralink, a company he founded to develop brain-machine interfaces. Neuralink aims to create a closer integration between human and digital intelligence, potentially allowing humans to keep pace with AI advancements. Musk envisions a future where Neuralink can help address the civilizational risks posed by AI by ensuring that human intelligence evolves alongside digital intelligence.
The idea behind Neuralink is to try to more tightly couple collective human will to digital superintelligence, and also along the way solve brain injuries and spinal injuries and that kind of thing. So even if it doesn't succeed, I mean, the fundamental principles of reading neurons, sort of doing read-write on neurons with tiny electrodes, have been demonstrated for decades. So it's not like this is the concept is new. The problem is that there's no product that works well that you can go and buy. So it's all sort of in research labs,
right.
And it's like there's always like some cord sticking out of your head, and it's quite gruesome, and it's really there's no good product that actually does a good job and is high bandwidth and safe, and something that you could buy and would want to buy. So the way to think of the Neuralink device is kind of like a Fitbit or an Apple Watch device is kind of like a Fitbit or an Apple Watch that's where we take out a sort of a small section of skull about the size of a quarter, replace that with what in many ways really is very much like a Fitbit, Apple Watch, or some kind of smartwatch thing, but with tiny wires, very, very tiny wires, wires so tiny it's hard to even see them. And it's very important to have very tiny wires so that you, when they're implanted, they don't damage the brain.
Neuralink's technology is also intended to have more immediate applications, such as helping individuals with injuries or neurological conditions. However, its long-term goal is to create a symbiotic relationship between humans and AI, which Musk believes is essential for ensuring that AI develops in a way that is aligned with human values.
Other people have used this word, and that this is my prediction. It'll be an age of abundance for everyone. I guess there's the dangers would be the artificial general intelligence or digital superintelligence decouples from a collective human will and goes in a direction that, for some reason, we don't like, whatever direction it might go. You know, that's what sort of the idea behind Neuralink is to try to more tightly couple collective human will to digital superintelligence, and also along the way solve a lot of brain injuries and spinal injuries and that kind of thing. So even if it doesn't succeed in the greater goal, I think it will succeed in the goal of alleviating brain and spine damage. It really will be many years before we have anything approximating a high bandwidth neural interface that allows for AI-human symbiosis. And for many years, we will just be solving brain injuries and spinal injuries for probably a decade. And this is not something that will suddenly, one day, we'll have this incredible sort of whole brain interface. Like I said, at least a decade of really just solving brain injuries and spinal injuries. And really, I think you can solve a very wide range of brain injuries, including severe depression, morbid obesity, sleep, potentially schizophrenia, like a lot of things that cause great stress to people, restoring memory in older people.
Musk is also concerned about the international aspect of AI development. He acknowledges that some countries, such as China, may advance AI technology without the same regulatory oversight that he advocates for. This could create a competitive disadvantage for countries that implement strict regulations, potentially leading to an AI arms race. However, Musk also notes that government officials in China are aware of the risks associated with AI and are likely to implement their own oversight measures. The challenge is to ensure that global standards for AI safety are established and adhered to, preventing any one country from gaining a disproportionate advantage through unchecked AI development.
But the rebuttal I get is like, well, China's going to have unfettered AI development, and so if we have regulations and that slows us down, then China will have it. And I'm like, look, from my conversations with government officials in China, they're quite concerned about AI. I think we should have a government oversight, just like we have government oversight and regulation of cars and aircraft and food and pharmaceuticals. These are all, there are regulators that oversee these developments to ensure public safety. And I think digital superintelligence would also be potentially a public safety risk. And so I think it's very important for regulators to keep an eye on that. One of the biggest risks, it could be the biggest risk, I think we need to watch out about population collapse. This is somewhat counterintuitive to most people. They think that, well, there's so many humans, maybe too many humans. But that's just because they live in a city. If you're in an aircraft and you look down, they say, if you dropped a cannonball, how often would you hit a person? Basically never. In fact, there's stuff falling in from space all the time. Natural meteorites, old rocket stages, all the time. But nobody worries about it. Because the actual, in fact, there's a good cool website called Wait But Why, and this guy Tim Urban, he actually just did the math, and all humans on Earth could fit in the city of New York on one floor. Don't even need the upper floors.
Wow.
So that's actually the cross section of humans fit in the city of New York, and why and.
If you survive a bombing, then you either end up wounded, having to go through a limb amputation without any anesthesia.
This guy Tim Urban, he actually just did the math, and all humans on Earth could fit in the city of New York on one floor. Don't even need the upper floors. So that's actually the cross section of humans as seen from Earth is extremely tiny. Basically vanishingly small, almost nothing.
يتحسن ياو على كوبي رايت البتاع الشيء دي اللطمه دي
شنو هي؟ الدقة دي؟
اللطمه دي
الدقة دي اصلا اخذت يمكن اقل من 5 ثواني، فاي حاجة اقل من 5 ثواني ما حتى لو فيها كوبي رايت لو شغلتها مدة بسيطة ما فرقت. لكن لو شغلتها لو شغلتها 4 ثواني زي 4 ثواني ل 5 ثواني كده، بعد كده السيستم حيبدا يفهم انه لا الزول ده مشغل الحاجة دي بجد.
والبتاع عندهم AI بتعرف على الحاجات دي ولا
ايوه الالجوريثم
طيب ليه يا مان؟ ليه ما في حاجة مثلا؟ يعني أنا مراجع تفتش كان عن مقطع صوتي وما قلت لي انجن كده بيعمل لي وايد سيرش عليه، قول معاي يعني على حاجة مثلا صوتي أنا دايرة، فهمت علي؟
والله يا اخي كان في كم ويب سايت كده يا اخي، مش كم ويب سايت، AI tool كده. جربت تشوف اوبن AI؟ سألت في اوبن AI
عملت له ابلود لكن ما اداني نتيجة.
كمان انا لو ما خاب ظني كان في مرت علي في انستغرام في الريلز يا من، كان في واحد بيتكلم عن تطبيق او ويب سايت حرفيا بتقول له اعمل لي اي حاجه بالصوتيات، بيجيب لك الحاجه
مم.
بالضبط اللي انت دايرها بالصوت اللي انت دايره.
من اليوتيوب من كده
بيجيبها لك
ويوريك الصوت حق
من
المقطع.
الانترنت، ولو داير يصنع لك من سكراتش ممكن يصنع لك.
انت ما جاد يا مان.
والله العظيم. يعني ما في ناس حرفيا قاعد تعمل البومات لارتست باستخدام الاي اي.
اه هيدي شفتها يا مان، بيجيب صوت خارج من عنده.
هاي حرفيا.
السين يا مان.
ايه صح. هسه انا قاعد اتفرج في الفيديو حق ايلون ماسك داير يشتري يوتيوب دائما، والله شيء عيم. انا داير يشتري يوتيوب.
شت يعمل لكم بعدين نفس حنك الاشتراك بتاع الصح داك ولا اسمه شنو في تويتر.
اه الفيريفيكيشن.
يديكم صلاحيات زي التويتر برضه.
بس الفيديو ده بيتكلم عن الحاجات اللي ممكن تمشي شمال وتمشي يمين. لكنه والله النيجا قاعد اي
وثائقي
ستروك.
يعني اليوتيوب حيبقى كيف لو اشترى ايلون ماسك.
لا لا، ما وثائقي، عبارة عن هذا الفيديو مكتوب ايلون ماسك I am officially buying YouTube. قبل 3 ايام جايب 300,000 مشاهدة.
اه في فويجر صح؟ إيه.
آه.
مش هم قناة ثقافية
والله ما عارف
ولا
صراحة.
جهة كده عاملة فيها محايدة يعني؟
والله ما عارف، انا الفيديو جاني في الاكسبلور بيج، ما عارف صراحة الاوريجن بتاع القناة دي شنو ولا هنا، لكن بس لقيته قدامي في الاكسبلور بيج.
اه ايسي.
كنت قاعد اطق يا مان، عرفتها قلت شنو.
بالعافية برو.
اتفرج وقت الطق، عرفتها اس بعد خلص الفيديو ده اخش بلاك اوب 6. واحد حيخش معي
أنا
ولا؟
البيتة أنا
آه.
عندي اللعبة.
عندك
والله
البيتا؟
يا مان الصراحة ما عجبتني، صريح معك.
انا لحد هسه ما جربتها يا مان، وصراحه من الفيديوهات اللي شفتها
مم.
صراحه البيتا ظابطه يا مان والله. لاي واحد
والله يا
بيحب
صاحبي
الموفمنت الشيء دي ظابطه.
يا مان اللعبة دي حرفيا بقى ما في حد اسمه ايم سكيل. الناس دي كلها بس موفمنت، بتجارة تخلص رصاصك كيف يقتلك.
طيب ده الزيت يا
والله
مان.
حاجة مزعجة شديد يا مان،
طب
شوف عندهم اي دي اتش دي.
انا
it
كده
is
كده حرفيا
unbelievable
قاعد
والله.
اتكلم عن نفسي انا. جيت اشوف على دي اتش دي
والله
ده
يا
انا يا مان.
حرفيا يا ما تعرف زمان يعني احنا تعرف لما طلعت مثلا بلاك اوبس 3 وادفانس وورفير كان في موفمنت لكن كان طبيعي متقبل،
ايوه ايوه
عرفت
ايوه،
علي؟
كان حاجه كده سلو سلاجش يعني
ايوه اللعبه كانت بتتلعب ايم. انت حس مثلا عين يعني عندك يوتيليتي في اللعب، عندك سموكات نيد، عندك ابيليتيز مثلا خدتي ما منها فايده. خلاص فايده شنو؟ زي الناس كلها حتلعب لك موفمنت وبعدين سبراي وياخذوا لك سلاح
معناها
فاست
اتعلم
شوت ولا.
الموفمنت بعد كده. الناس تتطور يا مان.
موفمنت شنو؟
ادابت
طيب
يعني.
انا
شوف
اسلحه زي
انا فاهم انت
مثلا
محايد ليه، انت محايد لانه انت قاعد تلعب فالو يا مان. فالو فيها زيرو موفمنت يعني. حرفيا بتعتمد
انا
على الايم.
انا لعبت كود يا مان. ايوه شو فالو ما بس موضوع ايم يعني. فالو الايم بتاعها غير الايم الطبيعي. انت هنا في كود بتلعب
اي دي
رو
اس.
ايم
في
بدون
كده ايم
موفمنت.
داون سايت وما اعرف شنو. هناك ما في
لا
ايم داون سايت.
ما قصدي اي دي اس، قصدي الرو ايم. الرو ايم اللي هو عندك بيعتمد على فليكات، عرفت علي؟ ردة
آه.
فعل سريعه
يب يب.
وتراكنج. فالورانت ما رو ايم، فالورانت كروسر بليسمنت ومايكرو ادجستمنت، عرفت؟ واللعبه الباقي كله اللي هو تفكير استراتيجي بس،
يب يب.
تكتيكال شوتر. يلا كود القديمه كان فيها نوع ما استراتيجيه، عرفت علي؟
فعلا فعلا.
يعني بيكون في نوع من الكوميونيكيشن، ما تاخذ السايد، ما تعمل كده، ما تبوش هنا، عرفت؟ الناس بتكون ماسكه اوه
بالظبط
اصلا هنا
يا
مرة.
مان. انت
حاليا
زول
يا زول
مروق. انا نهاية ما
حبيبي
مروق
والله.
يا مان. انا عندي اي دي اتش دي.
يلا
انا
يا مان
داير
شفت
اجري
انا
واقتل بس يا مان، ما عندي وقت افكر ان الزول حيجي من
ناس
وين يا مان.
فورتنايت ديل يا مان حاليا بيجوا بس بيلعبوا لك بيلد اون الطيط يمين وشمال، جو
انت
هنا
رايق يا
في
صاحبي، انت رايق.
اصلي يا مان والله
انا
كاني
رايق.
قاعد العب لعبه ثانيه يا مان. اتس نوت كود ذات ام بلاينج.
انا يا مان، انا الجيل شفت هسه ده كله الجيل اللي بقى بعد 2019. انا بسمي نفسي صراحه انا من الجيل الجديد بتاع كود يا مان. زمان زمان ايام بلاك اوبس 2 لحد بلاك اوبس 3 كنت بلعب زومبيز
ايه
اكثر حاجه. زومبيز
انا بلعب زومبي
زومبيز
برضه.
كان ماي شيت يا مان. ما كنت بلعب ملتي بلاير، ما بفتحه نهائيا.
الزومبي
لكن
بلعب.
زومبي دي كان حاجتي يعني بلعب بوصل راوند 50 يا مان، 60 عادي. لكن شنو
ايه
هسي بعد ما نزلت ام دبليو 19 خلاص هيز بقى ديمن يا مان. بقى ملتي بلاير ملتي بلاير ديمن يا مان. فبقيت بجري
لقيت اهو بتاع
مما لقيت
موفمنت.
الموفمنت. شفت مما خلاص كده ضقت الموفمنت يا مان. كانت حرفيا عباره زي عامل زي جرعه كده من دراج يا مان، عرفتها.
ايوه يلا يا مان مفترض تشوف الناس زي يكون مثلا كاكتيفيجن كده عندهم فيرجن كده بالجنبه كود سلسله بلا كده، مثلا زي تحس عندك بلاك اوبس مودرن وورفير يكون عندك جزء بالجنبه كده بس حق الناس بتاع الموفمنت ديل. عرفت علي؟ جزء كده يكون بتاعنا احنا الناس اللي
شوف
عاوز تلعب
للامانه
شويه.
ام دبليو 2 الموفمنت فيها خرا صراحه، انا ما حبيتها، فانت ممكن تحبها لانه ما فيها سلايد كانسلنج، ما فيها زحلقه لمده طويله، ما فيها حتى التاكتيكال سبرنت ما مدته ما طويله. ده في مودرن وارفير 2. والكوميونتي
ايه
كان زعلان يا مان، الكوميونتي كان فيوريوس لانه البيتا ما كانت زي اللعبه الحقيقيه. انا لما لعبت البيتا يا مان بتزحلق بنطط بجري، شفت لعبت البيتا تحمست قلت بس خلاص يا مان، بس دي لما تنزل شيل قروش اديني. نزلت اشتريناها يا مان طلعت خرا.
هو يا مان الكوميونتي لعب عشان موفمنت يا اخي، حرام والله عديل يا مان.
والله العظيم
برو
يا
زمان الناس بتلعب بسنايبرات، بتلعب بسلاح اللي هو بسموه شنو هو، طلقه طلقه ده يا اخي، اسمه شنو والله، اولمبيا ولا شنو ما عارف عرفته.
دقيقة شنو زمان.
يعني عموما في الاسولت رايفلز عندك اسلحه اللي بتعمل طلقه طلقه والسبراي بتاعها بطيء شديد عرفتها.
الفال زي
هسه
الفال.
ما بتقدر تلعب بها انت، او الاسلحه اللي هي البيرس بتقدر تلعب بها مان ضد زول عنده موفمنت بيجي يرشك سريع سريع. عرفت علي؟
والله العظيم الموفمنت يا مان شو متعة صراحة يا مان، والله العظيم.
لا الله يدينا الجاي تمام.
والله متعة يا مان. انا صراحة لما نلعب اللعبة حقت كول اوف ديوتي دي بقيت ما داير يعني ما بهتم بالكل، بهتم ب how the kill looks like you know what I'm saying. ما بهتم بالكل نفسه، like حتى لو جبت كل
ايوه
وشكله غبي it's like ها يا ريت لو ما يا ريت ما قتلته، يا ريت خليته يقتلني، لانه ما في دوبامين you know what I'm saying, like I don't care like.
تحس انك صرفت فيه مجهود.
كذا بحس انه انا لايك نقي شنو كل التعبان ده يا مان. موفمنت دارين موفمنت، ما دارين كل شكله ابو كلب يا مان، ما دارين شيء خرا. دارين كل يكون استاتيكلي بليزنج، انه واحد ما يشوف يقول اوه فاك يا مان الزود سريع كيف كذا.
يا عم انتوا عندكم اي دي اتش دي والله، انتوا
انا
دايرين
اتفق معاك يا
تنططوا
مان،
علينا.
انا اتفق معاك يا مان.
جيبونا سوا والله يا مان.
دارس فاكس. عموما انا
يا اخي
حمد يا
كان
مان.
في كان في تايتن فول يا مان ما فضل يشتغل، ما
يو
كان تايتن
تايتن
فول
فول انا
في
لعبتها
طير
صراحه،
كبير.
لعبتها حق تجري في الجدار دي.
ايوه
يب يب
حرفيا
يب يب
تايتن
يب
فول دي موفمنت الارض عرفت علي؟
بتذكر ايام تايتن فول لعبتها على البي اس 3 يا مان.
هو كان يا اخي زمان في فتره كده كان جات 2000 2009 ولا 2008 كده، من بعد من جي تي اي في، لا عفوا من جي تي اي في لحد 2014 دي انا بشوفها افضل فتره كانت عندنا في الاونلاين جيم. حرفيا كل لعبه كانت بتعمل يعني حاجه كده خاصه بها عرفتها، وستايل اللعب كل لعبه عالمها بيفرق عن
والله
الثانيه.
صراحه كان وقت يعني ظابط يا مان. كان الوقت ده كان انا لما عايل انا كنت بعمل شنو الوقت ده. كانت عباره عن ستوري جيمز، كنت بلعب اساسن كريد، كنت بلعب
بالضبط يا مان.
انشارتد، كنت بلعب ذا لاست اوف اس.
حرفيا اللعب زمان كان عباره عن ارت يا مان، مش حسي كده اخذته معايير خلاص يلا كل الالعاب تمشي على المعايير دي عرفتها. واذا كان القصه اللي بدت بيتها من 2003 ولا 2008 كانت كويسه خلاص انت ممكن تعدي عرفت. لكن مثلا حاسس اساسن كريد يا مان، يعني شركه كده بموظفينها وملايين الدولارات يا مان،
يوبي
ما
سوفت.
عارفين يطلعوا لعبه زي الناس يا عمي، وبالشت والله.
يوبي هورار.
أسوأ شركه على في الكوكب يوبي هرار والله.
والله بس صراحه انا عجبتني الستايل حق اوريجنز كان جامد. احسن اساسن كريد انا لعبتها كانت اوريجنز
قاعد مصر.
حقت مصر يا. ده رايي الشخصي يا مان. مثلا
لا والله ما لعبت احسن كذا، لكن كنت بستمتع بها يعني اتفرج على فيديوهات لها كده، ما للسلف ما حقي.
والله انا داير ابدا سيريز بتاع اساسن. انت عارف انا قبل كم شهر لورا كده اشتريت السلسله كلها من حرفيا. اشتريت سلسله حقت اساسن كريد بس عشان
ما
انا
شاء الله.
قدر شنو بحبها يا مان اللعبه دي. اشتريت
ختمت كل اجزاء.
ما كلها. شوف فالهالا ما لعبتها.
ايوه
مراج ما لعبتها. فالهالا
مرات
ومراج
بس
دي اخر
حق.
اثنين. فاشتريت فالهالا. مراج لسه ما اشتريت فالهالا، واشتريت القديم الاو جيز يعني اساسن كريد 1 2 3 بلاك فلاج، فريدم كراي. تاني شنو.
والله صعب هذه فريدم كراي والله.
بلاك فلاج وفريدم كراي كانوا. شوف لعبة بلاك فلاج كانت من توب 3 اكيد. لكن
شايف الناس يمدحوا فيها.
هاي بلاك فلاج كانت صراحة شيء عجيب يعني. كانت ثانية كانت تقريبا. انا بدايتي مع اساسن كريد كانت حقت امريكا ديك اللي هي اساسن كريد 3. البطل فيها كان كونر اسمه. دي كانت
ايه
اول لعبة اساسن كريد العبها. بعدها لعبت
اغلب
بلاك
الناس
فلاج.
بدأوا بيها.
بعدها لعبت بلاك فلاج طوال يا من. فعندها مكانة خاصة بلاك فلاج يا مان. عندها مكانة
يا
خاصة.
اتذكر اول ما طلعت الناس كانوا مبسوطين بها.
يب، حتى كان اعلاناتها في كل حتة حرفيا، في الشارع بتمشي،
آه.
في يوتيوب بتلقى اعلاناتها، في اي حتة يا مان.
سبقوا لها صح والبلايرز عجبتهم. لكن حرفيا هي صح انها كانت في البحر وكده، بس برضه تحس انها قاعد تلعب اساسن كريد، الفايب حقها موجود.
يب. ادوارد كينوي يا مان، تذكر اسمه لحد هسه. ادوارد كينوي ده كان البروتاغونست بتاعه
القصة
اللي هو الجد.
مش ظهر
هنا
ظهر شخصية برضه ثانية اللي هي اسمه يا الله يا اخي ما اتذكر اسمه. المهم انه في شخصية ثانية برضه في اساسن كريد ظهرت في اجزاء قديمة وظهرت في بلاك فلاج.
ايوه، في بلاك فلاج. ايوه ايوه
واحد
ايوه.
كان من الاساسنز وبعدين قلب عليهم ناسي اسمه.
اكويلار.
والله ناسي اسمه وانا
حق
اتذكر.
اساس كريد روج. ايوه ايوه، هو اكويلار.
تقريبا.
بقول لك يا مان، السلسله دي عموما انا حاعمل عليها محتوى قريب يا مان. الشيء دي انا خاتيهم كده بس قاعد يعاينوا ليه وعاين لهم، لكن شنو ضلهم ان شاء الله. شوف شهر سبتمبر ده في عندي افكار كتيره يا مان.
لازال ان شاء الله بالتوفيق يا اخي.
والله لازم ربنا يوفق الجميع يا مان. هسه دايرين تخشوا معايا البيت ولا ما دايرين؟ في زول داير؟
والله ممكن العب معك، انا اصلا مساهر اليوم جاريها.
خلاص دي سي جدا يا مان. كمل الفيديو ده ولا
راح whatever you like.
You need to watch out about population collapse.
تقريبا شفنا الزبده.
Low growth rate, I think, is big risk, and it's also not exactly top secret. You can go look at the Wikipedia, and this is actually this is definitely the civilization ends with a whimper, not a bang, because it would be a sad ending, where the average age becomes very high, and really the youth are effectively de facto enslaved to take care of the old people.
In addition to his concerns about AI, Musk also highlights the issue of population collapse due to low birth rates.
يعني مشاكل عندهم جد.
منو ناس ماسك؟
يعني هو بيتكلم عن يو اس ولا عن اوروبا؟ اتوقع الحاجه مشتركه الموضوع انه عنده نسبه الياس كتار.
قاعد يتكلم عن الحته كلها يا مان. النيجا ده داير يسيطر على العالم، قاعد يتكلم عن العالم ككل، والريسبشن حق الاي اي. كيف الناس بدات تستخدم الاي اي، وكيف لازم يكون في ريجوليشن للحاجه دي لانها اخطر من الاسلحه النوويه. يعني قاعد يقول الحاجه دي خطيره، لازم نديها انتباه اكثر مما نحن قاعد نديها هسه.
الاي اي نفسه؟
ايوه الذكاء الاصطناعي. قاعد يقول الذكاء الاصطناعي اخطر من النيوكلير وور هيدز.
كيف يعني السبب شو خلاه يقول كده؟
والله انا من الفايب اللي لقيته اللي شلته منه، هو ما صرح ليه قال كده بالضبط، لكن قال لازم ننتبه لانه خطير. لكن من اللي عرفته يعني من الفايب بتاعه انه الزول ده شايف حاجات عن، لانه تكلم عن شات جي بي تي وقال انه التكنولوجيا اللي انتم شايفينها هسه دي كانت اكزيستد لها زمن طويل.
ايوه كيف فتح الموضوع ده بالمناسبه، قلنا كيف اخذ الزمن ده لحد يعمل كده.
ايوه قال انه التكنولوجيا دي لها زمن طويل اكزيستد، لكن بس يا دوب بقى عندها
طلع
يو
عليك.
اي. ايوه يا دوب ادوها يوزر انترفيس وسموها شات جي بي تي وخلاص طلعوها للببليك. فلما تعرف الحاجه دي قال لك انه شنو في، ودي ما البيك بتاعها. قال لي انتوا شايفين انه ده ما البيك بتاعها. يعني قال في فيرجنز حتكون اقوى واحدث، ويعني الريتش بتاعها اعلى من الريتش بتاع اللي انتوا شايفينه هسه. فالحاجه دي قال بتشكل كونسرن لاي واحد يعني عارف الاي اي ده شنو، بيكون كونسرند يعني، عرفتها. فلازم انا من الحته اللي انا شايف منها لازم ننتبه او ندي الموضوع ده انتباه اكثر مما نحن قاعد ندي له، لانه خطير. وانا صراحه بتفق معه والله.
He argues that this is a significant risk to the future of civilization, as an aging population could place unsustainable burdens on younger generations. Musk believes that addressing population collapse is essential for ensuring a stable and prosperous future.
The super low birth rate.
Really?
Yeah.
Over like nuclear war, natural disaster.
Don't we have an overpopulation problem?
No, we have an underpopulation problem.
Really?
Yeah.
دي برضه نقطة من النقاط
Why do you
So,
say
so
that?
this is the most commonly misunderstood situation.
Yeah.
قال انه الموضوع بتاع انه الارض حتخلص ده طلس شايف انه ما في
إيه.
مساحة والناس كتار. قال ده طلس بس الحنك انه الناس كلهم دايرين يعيشوا في نفس الحتة يا مان. الناس كلهم دايرين
إيه.
يتزاحموا جوا نيويورك ولا LA ولا شيكاغو ولا دبي حاجات زي دي يا مان. لكن الدنيا واسعة للدين.
They definitely push that we have a
Yeah,
overpopulation.
why is
problem.
No, I don't know. It's just like, I think it's like, this is a holdover from like, I don't know, the 70s or something, you know? So there was a huge baby boom, like where people did have a ton of kids after World War II. But then the US has actually the birth rate in the US has been below replacement rate. Japan actually lost like 600,000, went down by 600,000 people last year.
The Japanese are not in the bedroom at all then.
Not at all. It would seem not.
What about the US? We got an increase, right?
كان ممكن يسوي هو اللي انت بسك ده اندريجن ولا شنو ولا في 18
I just say what I feel, man. I don't care. Niggas قاعد يتفرجوا اوليتشا going crazy.
عرس له مخدة قال.
Yeah, what I'm saying is the US has been
There is no hole, there is no
below
hole.
replacement
والله
rate
niggas قاعد يتفرجوا اوليتشا يا مان. Go stupid.
for 50 years.
حاجة
Don't
حقيقية عندهم على فكرة. انت عارف في جابان اذا بس عملت بلر بسيط كده في انت عارف وين بيكون just legal يا مان. It's just like legal bro. It's not even illegal bro. Like بيبيعوه حرفيا في الشارع يعني بيبيعوه في المجلات في المحلات في الستور. هاي بتمشي بقالة يا بابا بتلقى مجلات بتاعت انت
شكله قال انه بلادي اكشن ولا حاجة تغطي الدم وخلاص.
ايوه بس هاي وبيغطوا بيعملوا بلر خفيف كده.
بعدين بتفنن يعني يعمل لك مثلا بلاير على مقاس الحاجة خلاص بعد
ايوه انت ما عارف اللي قاعد يحصل شنو. كيف تعرف اللي بيحصل شنو؟ احنا ما غطيناه. يا لا واضح يعني واضح.
Like yearly
since the 70s.
Yeah, since the early 70s, since like 71, 72.
So why are we spewed with all this BS that we're overpopulating? But the population's growing, right?
No, it's not. So I mean, I should say like lifespan is increasing. People are living longer. That's the only reason why the population of Earth isn't plummeting, but it will plummet.
He also emphasizes the importance of transitioning to sustainable energy sources. Musk describes the current practice of
في نظري انا sustainable energy الحاجة اللي قاعد يعملها دي حاجة كويسة.
extracting and burning fossil fuels as a crazy experiment that poses significant risks to the environment. He advocates for accelerating the transition to sustainable energy to mitigate these risks.
The atmosphere and the oceans. We're taking vast amounts of carbon from deep underground and putting this in the atmosphere. This is crazy. We should not do this. It's very dangerous. So we should accelerate the transition to sustainable energy. I mean, the bizarre thing is that obviously we're going to run out of oil in the long term. You know, there's only so much oil we can mine and burn. It's tautological. We must have a sustainable energy transport.
امبارح شفنا له فيديو قاعد يتكلم عن اسمه شنو المحرك بتاع تسلا الجديد يا مان بيشتغل بالمويه حرفيا.
What you can do that يعني.
والله بيشتغل بالمويه حرفيا.
You can do كده افتح علينا بعد ده وريني كيف تشغل
المحرك. انا حنزل الفيديو الليله حرسل لك الرابط يعني حرسل لك الرابط. انا ما حنزله في القناه.
مستحيل يعني.
والله بيشتغل بالمويه يا مان حرفيا.
مطلع طاقة من شنو بالضبط يعني؟
بيطلع مويه بيطلع انرجي بانه بيستخدم الكهرباء عشان يقسم المويه لهيدروجين واكسجين. الاكسجين بيطلع ك ويست برودكت يعني حرفيا الويست برودكت بتاع السياره حيكون واتر فيبر يا مان رذاذ.
يا مان لحظة شوف عشان تفصل اصلا انت ذرات المويه دي ولا اسمها شنو يعني الرابط الكيميائيه بتاعت
ايوه فهو بيشتغل بالهيدروجين بيسكلي عرفتها. فبيفصل
ما يلا الطاقه اللي انت بتحتاجها اصلا عشان تعمل العمليه بتاعت الانفصال دي اكثر من الطاقه الناتجه عرفتها. فكيف انت حتعمل موازنه اصلا؟
I don't think so man. I don't think so. انا ما متذكر التفاصيل. I was mind blown يا مان زي ما انت هسي. لكن انا ما متذكر ادق التفاصيل لكن شرحها بطريقه that like actually makes sense. والحاجه دي شغاله. وكمان انت عارف من اول الناس اللي حيتبنوا التكنولوجيا دي او الناس اللي قاعد تعمل ابلكيشن للتكنولوجيا دي لا شركتين يا
السعودية
مان.
ولا؟
لا شركتين ده المين اوب يا مان. ده الناس اللي دايرين يتخلصوا من الحاجه دي يا مان. كده فكر فيها كيف تكون السعوديه يا مان، الناس دول بيبيعوا زيت. لكن
ما حتخلص انت منه الاويل يا مان، حيكمل معك لو مهما لقيت له هنا حتكمل.
لا ما اقول لك مستحيل تكون الناس اللي انت قلتهم ديل، لانه ديل هم بيستفيدوا اكتر شيء من الاويل، عرفت؟ ما هم دايرين يتبنوا التكنولوجيا دي. لكن
لا لكن
الناس
مشكلة ما يلا هم سوقهم ما بيتضرر، عرفت؟ نازل مع عندك الطيارات وعندك
اي
في
يا
بعض
مان
المكان
هديك عمل طياره برضه قال لك ازعل. انت قالوا بس عمل سياره، عمل محرك طياره حرفيا بالمويه.
كده رسالة فيديو
محرك ما
مستحيل.
عليك ما عليك، بس انا ذاتي ولا I was like nigga what. اتوقع فولت
أي.
كمان قاعد كان قاعد في الستريم يا مان. يا مان was mind blown يا مان. that was crazy.
السلام.
السلام
عليكم
ورحمة الله.
السلام ورحمه الله. منو ده؟
الله
احمد.
السلامة.
ويلكم.
This is أحمد.
ويلكم يا احمد. فشفت يا مان النيجا عمل حاجات يعني ريفولوشنايزد حرفيا استخدام الطاقه يا مان. واول شركتين كانوا قاعد يعملوا ادفيكيشن للزول ده هم تويوتا وهونداي. ده خلاص قالوا دايرين يتبنوا التكنولوجيا بتاعت الهيدروجين انجن.
مراونا صح الكلام لكن كده لا تسي.
Sport and energy infrastructure in the long term. So we know that's the end point. We know that. So why run this crazy experiment where we take trillions of tons of carbon from
عم سويف ما
underground?
شايفه. عم يسمعون في اللي هنا في الكستم جيم.
والله عندنا نحن موفي نايس مفترض نعملها، فاضطريت اني اعرضها. انا عرفتها بدينا بفيلم انسايد اوت، وجاب لي من بطن بتاع ناس عندهم الحياة
انسايد
بيستمتعوا.
اوت يا مان لقيته عندي برضه يا مان، انا نزلت منه حلقه. هو مسلسل ما فيلم.
لا فيلم انسايد اوت يا مان، بتاع الشخصيات ديك اللي بتكون عايشة في مخ الزول، تتحكم في مشاعره كده.
ذكرت هذا الجزء الثاني ولا لا؟
حرفيا ما قدرت اكمل والله، بتاع ناس عندهم حياة. مشينا حضرنا دنكيك يا مان، بتاع حرب عالمية، وقصة جلالة 300 ألف مقاتل بريطاني والجيش الفرنسي يا مان. بعدين لقوا فوق بطيارات عرفته، والسفينة محشورة ناس.
الله
في واحد
يا ريت تعرف.
يا مان انقذ لك. والله فيلم دلع، مثل فيه كيليان مورفي وتوم هاردي، وتاني في شخصيات كثيرة كده ممثلين مشاهير قاعدين فيه برضه.
هذا شكله ممتع عديد. يا
مو
الزود وين
ممتع.
انا
اسمع الريتم بتاعه بطيء عرفته، ما فيه اكشن كتير، لكن التصوير
ما
حلو،
اعرف.
السينماتوجرافي حلو، عرفت؟ سرد القصة ضابط عديل، ما في
منتهي
قصة
من نفسي
حوارات
ولا شنو؟
كتير يعني.
ما تقول لي مساهرين بهم
قبل ما خلصنا.
جاد. انا مشكلتي مع الافلام دي ما بقدر اشاهد يا مان.
وكان بديناه متأخر والله، بديناه 12 ونص خلصناه 2 ونص كده. لكن في العادة الموفيز نايت بتكون الساعة 11، عرفت علي؟
الناس ما كانوا مركزوا مع القصه بتاعهم.
كان انتوا شغالين قصة ونية تعرضوا.
انا ما شايف في شعارات بتجيني بالجنب، مو في افلام الليله ولا فيلم الليله ولا اسمه هنا دقيقه تصويت تقريبا. انا جاني اشعار تصويت بالجنب كده.
يا سويت لهم تصويت يا مان، بعدين خلاص كسرت حنك. قلت لهم يلا هيك انا نفس الشيء يا مان.
يا مان انا شايف انه كان عملته مسلسل احسن
ما في
والله
مسلسل
يا
يا
اخي.
مان عاوز له ديديكيشن، ده الواحد يتكي معاك، عرفت يعني؟ مثلا المسلسلات دي بتزبط انا وتسريحة بنكون قاعدين بنجر مسلسل، انا وباولر بنجر مثلا 6 8
لا يا
حلقات.
مان لما تلقوا لكم 6 انفار يا مان اذا في مسلسل ما حضرتوها كلكم سوا يا مان تنزلوها يومي تحضروا حلقه يا مان. انت شنو زي بيقوم متكيف يلقى معاه ناس شاهد معاه
ايه
كده احسن. مسلسل براقي صح ممتع ويجي لكن ما لي لما
يا والله وي كان دو ات يا مان، وي كان دو ات وان داي. لكن المسلسل كده يتحضر هنا، عرفت علي؟
ايوه عليه الا واحد يقعد يفتش فيه يا مان. ليش حاجه كده تكون.
لقيت هيز ده قبل كده يا احمد.
لا يا مان
ممكن قبل فتره كده صح، لان انا كنت مختفي يا مان.
يلا هيز يا
والله
احمد، انت تقريبا احمد ده ما كان جهازه ما وصل من الخرطوم، عرفته مع البل اللي حصل ده، فيدوب قدر يتحصل على جهازه كده.
لا لا
انت
كويس
عليه،
والله. الحمد
حتى
لله السلامه يا
حتى
مان.
قلنا ليه بعد ده خلاص
الله
ساعات
يسلمك.
الحلقة انتهت.
قلت له شنو؟
فيا دوب خش مع احمد، ده احد الاصدقاء الاعزاء، كان بيلعب معانا زمان، حاليا رجع، معرفتنا
والله
طويلة
يا مان.
به. هيز أحمد. هيز ده
شرفنا.
ستريمر بتاعنا، واحد برضه إنسان مثقف كده، عرفت عليه، مخلوعين به
مم.
كلنا.
كويس
حاليا
يا مان.
شغال ستريمر وكده، وحاليا فاتح ستريم برضه
الله الله اشتري من وين يا مان؟ اجيب لك متابعينك حبك.
في تويتش.
اه تيتش
هاي
أي.
بلعب كل اوف ديوتي اكتر حاجه، وبعمل رياكشنات لفيديوهات يعني اللي بتجذب انتباهي، اي حاجه بلقاها في الاكسبلور بتاعي، حاجات زي دي بعمل عليها.
اه
أي بعمل رياكشن، عرفت.
تلقى قناتك
زين
في
يا مان.
بروموشن عندنا.
نحن هسه حاليا لايف يا مان، قاعد اتفرج فيديو لايلون ماسك داير يشتري يوتيوب وداير يسوي حاجات كثيره في العالم يا مان.
انت جاد يا مان 200 دار اشتري يوتيوب ازد والله يا مان انا خلاص كامل بعد.
داير يشتريه لسه
امان انا اشتريت.
في
اه
بدايات في البدايات الحاجه دي لسه في البدايات، ما في حاجه يعني بدت لسه، لكن في بدايات.
مؤكد ولا لسه ما بدا في اجراءات.
آه
حيشتري السودان بعد يا مان.
والله ما
بس
بستبعد
لا
والله.
ده يا مان كم ممكن اشتريه زمان عادي يعني ليه شيء بالنسبه له.
والله يا مان.
الله يسعد لايف وليفن.
النيجا ده حرفيا بيلعب مونوبولي يا مان، بيلعب هناك قاعد يلعب تشيس في الحياه الواقعيه.
عيد يا مان،
هاي
عيد.
هاي يا مان هاي يجيب القروش ويجي صوت اشتري بقى يا مان.
اي بيجيب قروش يا مان.
مدينه عديل خليه.
النيجا ده حرفيا، النيجا ده حرفيا بدا بال انه شنو، اي اي عمل التسلا حقته دي، الشركه بتاعت تسلا. بعد ذاك عمل شنو يا مان؟ قال والله انا حجيب حخليها بالكهرباء، خلاها عربيات كهربائيه. بعدين اكتشف انه لازم يستخدم الاي اي، بدا يطور في الاي اي. بعد كده قال يا اخي والله دقيقه، الاي اي اللي انا بطور فيه ده شنو احسن طريقه تخليه انه يفهم البشر اللي بيسوقوا في عربات التسلا دي؟ والله يا اخي داير لنا داتا بيز كبير. داتا بيز كبير
الله
شنو اكبر؟
تويتر.
بالضبط، شنو اكبر داتا بيس موجود في العالم فيه انتراكشن بين الهيومنز؟ تويتر. طيب جيب واحد تويتر، طلب واحد تويتر يا مان، حشاو في مخ الاي اي بتاع السيارات حقته، بقت 100 مره اذكى. بقت حرفيا عباره عن روبوتات. الروبوتات بتعمل شنو؟ بتجمع معلومات، يعني بتكبر الداتا بيس بتاعها، عرفت يعني؟ بتسوق العربيات اللي بتشتريها يا مان، بتسوقها في الشارع، هي بتصور الشوارع، بتمسح، حرفيا قاعد يسيطر على العالم حبه حبه، بتمسح الشوارع يا مان.
صح والله يا ظاهرة يا مان زلمة ما شاء الله يا زلمة.
بتمسح الشوارع حبه حبه يا مان، بتسجل الكاميرات حقتها، بتسجل، فبيكون عنده داتا بيس
في
حرفيا
حاجة
طريقه
تانية
للقتل
كمان
يا مان.
نسيتها يا مان. حاجة تانية نسيتها يا مان ستارلينك كده ما برضه داتا بتجيب عادي يا مان.
بالضبط ستارلينك يا مان، برضو عباره عن
اي
داتا، عباره عن داتا برضو. هسه جاي يشتري يوتيوب يا مان، ده الداتا يا مان، ده
يا مان.
اكبر محل فيديوهات في العالم.
يا مان ذاك تويتر كان ب 40 مليار تقريبا.
يلا يوتيوب حيكلفه مئات الملايين.
شديد حيكلف شديد انا
حيكلفه
حاسس انه اكثر
250
من
كده.
حاسس هاي اكثر من
يوتيوب حيكلفه 250 مليار حاجه زي دي.
لا يا مان اكذب عليك وبعد ال 250 دي شايفها بسيطه انا يوتيوب ده يا مان قاعد يدفع قروش ثقيله للناس يا مان.
بالضبط يا مان.
والله في ال 250 دي انا شايفها بسيطه في بعد انت زول بس عمل كم من راس مال اخر كلام
والله ما انا
اخر
العارف، والله
تسجيل.
انا خلاص بقيت ما بقى هنا، عارف انه اغنى واحد في العالم وبس يا مان. ما حرفيا مستوى، قاعد يقول للناس مستوى يا مان. والله قاعد بيعاين لبيل جيتس، بيقول له اسمع مستوى هطف. والله النيجا ده حرفيا بقى بعيد، بقى من اغنى، مش من اغنى، بقى حرفيا اغنى زول في العالم.
يا مان أغنى زول.
anyways يا
يا
مان،
مان عقليه المليونير
ايوه انا
بالصحه.
بتفرج على الناس دي عشان شنو؟ عشان شنو؟ بشوف الطريقه اللي بيتعاملوا بها مع المونوبولي اللي بنسميه الدنيا دي، يعني الطريقه يعني تحركاتهم دي يا مان، حرفيا لو اذا انتبهت لها يا مان بيعملوا شنو، او شنو بيعملوا بالقروش حقتهم، بيوجهوها لوين، بيوجهوا طاقتهم شنو الحاجات اللي بيهتموا بها. ممكن تعرف حاجات كثيره يا مان. فدي الحاجه اللي بتجذبني لايلون ماسك يا مان، انه انسان يعني حرفيا لو انتبهت لتحركاته في الدنيا دي ممكن تعرف كثير.
والله الزول بعيد انا اقتنعت من زمان الزول ده. يعني انا قريت كان قصته يا مان تقريبا بتاعت والله في شخصيه كيف في اليوتيوب كنت متابعها بتجيب قصه عن الناس يا مان مشهورين ديل فيهم قصتهم الزمان وبتاع يا اخي انا يوم ما يتكيف قصه يا مان اصلا سبحان الله بتلقى عابر ده بدايته صعبه.
والله العظيم ايلون ماسك يا مان النيجا ده عارف حاجات نحن ما عارفينها، بس ده الفرق يعني. النيجا ده استخدم مخه بس. النيجا استخدم مخه. اي زول بيقدر
ويت
يوصل
دقيقة
للحاجه
ويت
دي يا مان، لكن بس استخدم مخك بس يا مان. خلاص ضابط يا مان. خلنا نكمل الفيديو
and
ده
put
عشان
it in
نمشي
the
ناكل.
atmosphere.
انا بالله يعني.
And
توقعك
oceans.
هاي
This is an
قلت شنو؟
insane experiment. It's the dumbest experiment in human history. Why are we doing this?
دقيقة يا
It's crazy.
واحدة نزلت.
Musk often references the concept
يا
of
واحدة
the
حقت بلاك اوبس 6.
انت جاد دي.
والله العظيم اللي هي النسخه اسمها التجريبيه البيتا.
البيتا انت ثاني مش بعديها بشهر ولا شهرين بتنزل هنا. ايوه بالشكل.
بعد شهرين حتنزل اللعبه كامله، ما حتنزل
هاي النسخة يعني
النسخه خلاص.
هاي بعد تقبع شهر او شهرين حاجة بالشكل.
يعني شهر شويه كده. شهر شويه.
طبعا حتكون ب $60 اقل شيء.
ايوه اقل شيء من 60 ل 70 حاجه زي دي.
الله يذهب
في النص كده 64 كده 65 تقريبا.
والله هو مش بتكون نسختها مجان، مش ما بدون قصة.
البيتا دي مجانا، ما بتحتاج تدفع اي شيء عشان تخش البيت.
كويس كان كده البيت كده لقيت في مساحتها كم شيء.
والله مساحتها زي
150
100 لا 117 كده.
قللوها يا مان. ليه ورزون كانت بل كده يا مان؟ طيب ورزون 2
دي البيتا ما عليك. دي البيتا خلي الكامله تنزل 250 زي السمي.
والله يا مان انا متوقع 150 ل 200 اصلا، ما اقل من كده.
هتشوف 250 يعني.
كده يا مان انا اللي هنا ما لاقى وين؟ قال لي في البرو
بس اضغط البروفايل بتاعي يا مان. البروفايل في لينكين، لما تهبش البروفايل بيجيك لينكين، واحد للتويتش واحد لليوتيوب.
العامل المبين ده.
لا في حسابي انا ذاته. امشي اضغط حسابي ده هيز ده، اضغط عليه اضغط على البروفايل.
هنا انت ايوه
بس هيوديك طالع للتويتش ولا اليوتيوب. شفت عليه؟ فرح نكمل الحاجة دي يا مان.
singularity, a point at which AI advancements become so rapid and profound that predicting future developments becomes impossible. While the singularity is not inherently good or bad, it represents a significant unknown that requires careful consideration and preparation.
The advent of artificial general intelligence is called the singularity for a reason. Because just like a black hole, which is a singularity, it's difficult to predict what will happen. So it's not as though the advent of AGI is necessarily bad, but it's bad as one of the possible outcomes. So I think we really should take this seriously, the population collapse, artificial intelligence. Obviously sustainable energy is important. The faster we transition to sustainable energy, the less of a gamble we're taking with climate. I think there's going to be a lot of breakthroughs on the medical front, particularly around synthetic mRNA. You can basically do anything with synthetic RNA, DNA. It's like a computer program. Neuralink is really just going to help cure brain injuries, brain and spine injuries. So it's like if somebody is in fact
يا مان انا ما تذكرت الشيء ده لك يا اخي. الزول بتاعت المخ دي يا مان بدا فيها 3 انفار الان، مش ولا كم؟ هاي بالشكل ده
3 انفار شنو؟
لا الو اكثر من كده.
لا انت قلت 3 اشخاص معلوم.
3 اشخاص اتبرعوا عنا يا مان، عملوها لهم يا مان. في واحد اصلا اول زمان عملها انتهى، في واحده ثانيه برضه تقريبا دي اللي انتهت، واخر مره لقيت في واحد قالوا ثاني ظهر يتبرع عنا شنو يعملها.
لا حب الحاجه دي حتبقى صدقني يا مان. حتبقى حاجه كده، حتبقى نورمال.
تعرف الشغلانيه دي ماشيه براها. انت كان مسلسل بلاك ميرور ذاك حضرته، بتعرف الحاجه ماشي نفس النظام بتاعه.
مسلسل اسمه شنو؟
اسمه بلاك ميرور يا
بلاك ميرور.
بيتكلم يا مان عن التكنولوجيا وعيوبه ويا مان بيجيبوا لك لكن على قصة زول عديل في عاشة كده. يا أخي زول تقول لا يا مان هو ما ها
في نتفلكس قاعد البلاك ميرور ده.
والله يا مان طبعا أنا ما عارف لأنه أنا منزل أصلا من ما في لك زي ما بس بنزل من
انترستنج. خلنا نسجله والله. بيتكلم عن شنو يا مان؟ قلت لي
يا مان ما في حلقة عندها ربط مع الحلقة الثانية. هاي أي حلقة يا مان عبارة عن لوجيا براو وذكاء براو. يوم بيتكلموا لك عن الواقع المعزز يا مان، مرة بيتكلموا لك عن الرواقة في المخ، في واحد هذا يا مان بيتكلم عن إنه عيونك يا مان بتسجل ريكورد في نفس التايم فهمت؟ قوم يا مان بتعيد الكلام دي حق اليوم كله ده تشوف شنو كده يا مان. عبارة عن التكنولوجيا بس بالملي.
والله حتفرج يا مان. نتفلكس بلاك ميرور. بلاك ميرور. نايس.
In humans will be
عبارة عن 6 سيزون لكن ما قدر
quadriplegics,
أي حاجة أي سيزون
allowing
فيه
them
ده
to
يرفع.
control
جاز دام انه فيه معلومات يا مان ما حنك يا مان. عرفت الواحد بشنو بيكون برضو عبارة عن شنو انفستمنت يا مان، لانه دائما انك انت تستثمر في المعرفة يا مان ما يعني حاجة كويسة عرفتها
شديد.
حتى لو هو 6 حلقات النقص حرفيا 6 حلقات دي ممكن تتفرجها في تيك توك او ممكن تكون حايم في انستغرام.
صح اي والله اي والله.
بدل ما تعمل كده ليه ما تتفرج حاجة على الاقل فيها فاليو يا مان.
حاجة منها فيها فايدة. انت بدك تضيع زمن ضيع زمن في حاجة فيها فايدة ذاتي نفس الزمن. تحضر بس
a computer or a phone just using the might. So like you can imagine, like if Stephen in fact our first implanted devices in humans will be for quadriplegics, tetraplegics, allowing them to control a computer or a phone just using the might. So like you can imagine, like if Stephen Hawking could just talk and normal speed or even faster than normal speed.
In Musk's view, the concentration of AI power in the hands of a few individuals or entities poses a significant risk. He cites a quote from Lord Acton: "Freedom consists of the distribution of power and despotism in its concentration." Musk believes that ensuring AI power is distributed and not concentrated is essential for preventing a dystopian future.
I mean, I am concerned about certain directions that AI could take that would be not good for the future. I mean, I think it would be fair to say that like not all AI futures are benign, not all.
Okay.
And so if you have something, if we create some digital superintelligence that exceeds us in every way by a lot, wouldn't that be benign? And there's a quote that I love from Lord Acton. He was the guy that came up with power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely, which is that freedom consists of the distribution of power and despotism in its concentration. And so I think it's important if we have this incredible power of AI that it not be concentrated in the hands of a few and potentially lead to a world that we don't want. The goal of OpenAI is really just to take the set of actions that are most likely to improve the positive futures. Like you can think of like the future as a set of probability streams that branch out and then converge, collapse down to a particular event, and then branch out again. And there's a certain set of probabilities associated with the future being positive and different flavors of that. And at OpenAI, we want to try to do whatever we can to guide, to increase the probability of the good futures happening. And I think that's really what we're trying to do there.
Do you worry that by making this open, some bad actors may use some of what has been developed to do bad stuff with power of AI?
I mean that is certainly a good rebuttal to that. However, I think if AI power is widely distributed.
How y'all doing, bro? Man, I was good to guys be server area there, man. Yeah.
قاعد نتفرج ايلون مسك يا مان.
ها
ايلون مسك.
ايلون مسك ايلون مسك
يا مان النجا ده داير يسيطر على العالم يا مان. خش الستريم شوف.
يا مان
And there's not one entity that
ذكرنا
has
عمك في تيرمينيتر ده
some super AI that is infinitely smarter than anything else. You know, if instead AI power is broadly distributed, and to the degree that we can link AI power to
I forgot his
each
name.
individual's will. So like you know, you would have your AI agent, and you would like everyone. We can link AI power to each individual's will. So like you know, you would have your AI agent, and you would, like everyone would have their sort of AI agent. And then if somebody did try to do their sort of will's will, so like you know, you would have your AI agent, and you would like everyone would have their sort of AI agent. And then if somebody did try to do something really terrible, well, then the collective will of others could overcome that bad actor.
Elon Musk's warnings about AI are a call to action for society to take the potential risks seriously. His advocacy for regulatory oversight, responsible development, and proactive measures to ensure AI benefits humanity reflects his deep concern for the future. As AI continues to advance, Musk's insights provide a valuable perspective on the importance of balancing innovation with safety and ethical considerations. His efforts to expose the whole thing underscore the urgency of addressing these challenges before it's too late.